Hello friends! Today I want to look at this bag here from Air. It is the City Pack Pro. We've got very heavy duty ballistic nylon right here. We've got water sealed zips, pretty dang comfy back panel, larger than their existing City Pack. Let's look at all the details. Okay, one of my favorite things about Air packs in general is this 1680D ballistic nylon. This is very spicy stuff. It's super durable. You can see the thickness of this YKK number 10 zip. They're using 1680D that is actually Blue Sign approved. Blue Sign approved, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Blue Sign is a certification by which factories and materials can be certified for working conditions, for ecological concerns, sustainability, that kind of thing. So they've gone the extra step to get that Blue Sign certified fabric, which is very nice in my opinion. Back panel, just to get through this, big gushy, cushy mesh, nothing very techy feeling about it. This like kind of athletic, you see this like these dots and it's like a standard soft mesh that you're used to, that you've seen it before. So it doesn't speak like volumes the way that something from another company might, but it actually works super great. You'll see the thickness of these shoulder straps. You'll see and you'll feel like the kind of the stiffness of them in a good way. They also have a nice thick bit of padding and then that mesh underneath it. Also this sternum strap, which for me on this bag, I will end up taking off likely because these straps are very sort of fatty daddies and I like them. And I tend to like, when I'm going somewhere, I'll tend to cinch this all the way down and I'm just kind of like a little rocket pack on this. I don't need little dingles. Super minimal little Air logo right here. And then if you have a fatter, bigger, wider, like stronger neck, you might feel these straps coming into you a little bit depending on how loose or heavy or tight you have the bag. Final bit on this back panel is just a little luggage pass-through right here. You can see some like heavier duty, little bit of thicker stuff down here. And then you do have a nice plastic sort of sheet in there to keep some stiffness. That structure goes a long way. Now, this does have thicker 1680D ballistic nylon, as I've mentioned, lots of structure. Another thing that this bag has is one of my favorite liners. I don't know what they're using here. It's Blue Sign approved. It's lovely. I've always, like they started making a switch to something like this, I don't know how long ago, but it's one of my more favorite liners. Why? It's rugged and durable. It's not gonna absorb a bunch of like oils and dirt quite as much. It's definitely like sort of a nylon polyester feeling sort of thing, but it's not just straight slick nylon. It has a little bit, it's not organic feeling, but it's like a step in that direction from your standard nylon. This pocket right here, this front top pocket, this thing right here, this is the pocket. This is the pocket. Pretty damn easy opening, not a water sealed zip. That's what makes it so nice to open and move. It's probably a YKK number 5 zip, all right? And then, why do I like this so much? You got a little bit of dimension. It looks like sewn in, like I don't know if you could see this, can I get some light in there? A little bit of dimension built in, but this is going to become my tech pouch. I've talked about tech pouches before. Here's the Peak Design tech pouch, like super dope. Like love this for putting everything together. And I've got like a padded protected way to carry all of my everyday items that I need for tech stuff. However, it is another step. For example, if I was carrying that on this bag, I would open up this big clamshell, lots of space. You see this? This is where we're gonna get here. These two, nice little mesh here. These zippers and everything on this panel feels great. I guess we should just talk about this right now. Little mesh, kind of a technical mesh right here for stuff that you need to have organized, pushed up away out of the main compartment of your bag, but in the main compartment of your bag. I tend not to use these things unless I'm like living out of this bag for a very long amount of time and I'm cutting up and segmenting my stuff. If I was using this tech pouch, it would have to fit right in here, which it does perfectly. This would be great. So every time I need my headphones, my charger, my cable, my extra hard drive, my whatever, my dongles, I would have to open this up to some degree, probably just opening the top and reaching in, because a lot of times this is the only thing that I have in my bag. Maybe a sweater or lunchbox, sack lunch, which is a necessity for me. However, I think I would prefer, let me restate that, I know I would prefer to have things just accessible from the external access on the bag. Let me just count these real quick. You have your top guy here. You have your bottom guy. This is surprisingly nice. This is stacks, you'll see. You have a side guy, zippered with a little bit of gusseting, like a little bit of space to get, you definitely feel going into this pocket. It does have a keychain loop. You can access this on body when you swing the bag to the left. So your little like access cards or keys or things that you want to have, but maybe you don't want them in the quick access pocket up here at the top, which is pretty solid, really thick, like almost like the receiving side of Velcro, like the loop side of Velcro material here. And finally, water bottle pocket. Now, here is my 32-ounce water bottle, which I love. I will link to this below because it is 32 ounces, double insulated, almost no plastic parts. It actually comes with a straw, but I take the straw out of it. And at this capacity, it fits upside down in a cup holder. Pretty good. 32 ounces on my water bottle. I'll link to that below. Having a good water bottle, the Europeans, they're like, why do you Americans need so much water? Just stop at a cafe, have some chocolate, and an espresso and a cigarette, and drink some water there. Water bottle, and then one final pocket here that I haven't shown you yet. Water sealed zip all the way around. Laptop, okay? And that zip goes to here. You have a big, juicy, padded laptop compartment there that is pulled up off the bottom of the bag a little bit, and then you have business papers, man, and a little bit of other capacity for like flat, long items. On its side, you've got that one side access, you've got the water bottle pocket, you don't have anything on the bottom here, and on the top, you just have one fatty, juicy, super juicy. Can you see how thick this is? They really went above and beyond on this. Seatbelt-like nylon strapping webbing material, okay? Sewn in pretty solid, and it is just, it's gooey, okay? Air, with their products, kind of takes this minimalist, essentialist, utilitarian approach to things. They're speaking kind of like a stark simplicity. You do have the softness of this mesh and the padding there. You do have the sort of like there's something sort of petroleum-y, like silicone-y about 1680D ballistic nylon, the way that it moves. You do have the structure on this bag, which is like still soft. It's not just a jetpack. It does kind of collapse a little when you don't have a lot of stuff in it, but it's really structured without being too firm. The 1680D, you need to know, is gonna last a really long time. It's a very, very durable material. And then besides this little bit of branding right there, which has gotten smaller over the years, there's only this guy, okay? Like quite clean, quite simple, clean and minimal. I think it's stylish. I think Air have some good taste. I think they have some good taste in sort of the overall aesthetic, and I think they have good taste in what they design for. Let's start with this pocket here. Like I said, I already love this internal material. I also love the size, just kind of goes to there, which immediately signals to me like, oh, my headphones want to go there. And they just fit perfect, right? This is what I like. I like this right here. Now I also have to fit computer charger, spare hard drive, like possible AirPods go in the quick access, lots of maybe little dongles and cables and stuff. So I'm gonna need to, but I want this to be just super quick and easy to access here. By the way, these are my Sennheiser PXC 552s. I have used these for forever. I'm still using them. They still work great. Whenever I travel, whenever I need quiet space, whenever I need to get focused, these go on. They have great voice quality when I'm on calls. They got the, controls from the outside of them. If I need that, they're just solid. But they're old. They're older. I would like to do an update on Bluetooth headphones. That's what I would like to do. Now, these headphones actually require a few cables. Look at this. This is sort of interesting. This is mesh on half of that pocket. It looks like it's gonna be 2 pockets, but it's just one big zippered pocket. So I kind of want to gather up all the rando cables that I might need. All the little, like this guy, this is my little dongle for my MacBook. That should be accessible outside. But everything like this, like here's those Rove glasses, which are glasses that fit in this little thing. I will link to those below. Cables. I have another pair of like wired headphones that I take around just in case the battery goes dead or something like that. And all of that, I think I'm just gonna shove. Some of you just got sick. Some of you EDC guys were just like, what? How are you gonna possibly pick the cable that you need when you open up that pocket? I like it. It's a little bit messy. It's a little bit messy. You know what? That's clean. A little bit messy is clean. There is too clean. There's too organized. There's too fussy. You can be too fussy about how you organize your stuff, about how you require things from other people, about how you live your life. You can be too fussy and the juice is gone. You know, this leaves a little, I don't know. You might know what I mean. If you know what I mean, holler in the comments. But that is how I would probably do that with the potential that I take some of those items and throw them in here. Because I'll have them, but I don't need them and they're out of the way. Like I have them, but they're out of the way. Quick access is on the back, sort of bottom right in front of the laptop. AirPods and phone, that's all that's gonna go in here. AirPods and phone. Power source and then spare hard drive. This is a 2 terabyte SanDisk SSD. I will link to this below. I have 2 of these now. These are just super reliable and lots of space in a very small package for any of you creative folks out there. Am I just gonna put this like this? Is this what I'm gonna do? This is getting too messy. I don't like this. I don't love this. You can feel the moofiness, the punchiness of it. I don't love it, but what I do love is I get to where I'm going. My laptop, 16-inch MacBook Pro, which fits perfect, is right there. I've got that right here. And then I've got everything else that I might need right here. By the way, this front pocket only has 1 zipper, so it's always closed on the left side. It's always open on the right side. And then when I get to where I'm going, it's literally going to be boink and probably that. But as I'm feeling it, I'm like, you know what's gonna happen. Actually gonna put my Bluetooth headphones in here. By the way, these tabs on either side of this, because it's a water sealed zip and it's big and chunky and juicy. Oh, sorry guys, you guys are going in here because I actually use you less and less. These tabs, you're gonna get to know and you're glad that they're there. Most bad companies, not all, but a lot of bad companies will have a tab right there next to where you're pulling the zip from, just to give you a little anchor. Bueno. Now these can go just sort of right in here like this, and I feel much better about it. When pockets are too filled up, it's a little bit like this metaphor for your life, like my shirt and hat are actually. This is jammies. I'm in my jammies. Sorry, I'm in my jammies. There's a lot going on at the Reeves house right now because there's a lot of things I haven't processed yet. When your pocket's a little too packed, it's like there's things you haven't processed. It's like there's something you need to think about. There's some movement that needs to have, some change, some shift, some come to Jesus moment that like this needs to happen, right? You can feel that, how a bag is packed out. I can at least, and I don't like to live with it too packed out, even if everything's right there, you know, which is what I was going for, and it's just too much. It's just too much. Now, side pocket, all right? Here's our size and our shape on this thing. I'm just hoping I can get my beef sticks in there. Yeah, I can. Beef sticks and a hydration pack from Mantra Labs. You know about like hydration packs, mineral packs? You add it to your water. These are like the best that we've found besides Element. I'll link to both of those. Element has a little bit higher like salt quantity, and we tend to like this one a better like vitamin mineral profile in a lot of ways to us. Does have citric acid, does taste delicious. You will be addicted to the flavor. Just putting something like that in your water just is like, oh, this is really nice to drink. But I always carry those. I'll link to the Mantra Labs below and some beef sticks because when you get hangry, thanks Snickers, when we get hangry, we're just not ourselves. You gotta have some, I wanna have protein and fat. I want fat. Fat is is like an energy source for me. It's a good, clean energy source for me. Do you know about this? Have you tried, the paleo or the intermittent fasting or bulletproof coffee? Have you been in this world a bit? If not, you drink coffee, you could start with bulletproof coffee, which is just adding fat to your coffee, butter or coconut oil or fancy MCT oil. It changes the buzz and it makes it a little more stable, a little more prolonged. I've got deep into that, and that changed my whole relationship with fat. Last little bit here, I've got my iPad Pro, which I'm just gonna throw in here with this. There's a little undies pocket. It's like a elastic, and I kind of wish it wasn't there. I just kind of want this to be separate, but because as I was putting it in, I was getting stuck. Can you see this little bit of elastic right here? See this? As I was putting this guy in, it's just like hanging up on it, okay? So in my daily driver sort of situation, I might just cut that out because I just want to be able to shove this right in there. And as it is, I literally have to use 2 hands to open that up and then get it out of the way and put it in. But what's nice, my flat stuff's all on my back. My tech that I need, everything that I need is right here except for those Bluetooth headphones, but my AirPods, which I'm using more and more for that kind of editing work, is right there. You can see the heaviness here. You can see the like, right? You're gonna notice that for sure. This bag is starting to feel quite heavy. Laptop, tablet, Bluetooth headphones, power supply, beef sticks. But we haven't even gotten into our main compartment. Now, one of the things about this that you're gonna see, can you see these? There's multiple zips right here. This is your front taco pocket. This is the one on the front is easy to keep separate. But if you have these main compartment zips held somewhere towards the top or around there, it's easy to get confused with one of these. Less easy to get confused with the laptop pocket and the quick access, which just has a little tab. This big YKK number 10 zip goes all the way around. Inside of here, by the way, secret little air tag right here. You see that? Little air tag? That's a clever little spot for it. Beef sticks right there. Here's my water bottle, which, if it's a bigger bottle, is going to cut into some capacity here. So this will be coming kind of like this, and it's hard to see, but there's quite a lot of dimension right here. I mean, there's like 5 inches built into here. You will be able to pack a lot of into here. You will be able to make this quite heavy if you'd like. Here's where I'll throw my, just a notebook right now, but all your big stuff, sweater, things that you could roll up in here, tech pouch, Gorak Yeti cup, all this kind of stuff. All this, it just fits a bunch, whatever you need to take. It fits a lot, and it's clamshell, so it's easy to get into it. Those zippers, to have it all the way open, you're gonna have one on one side and one on the other side. There's no anchor sort of tabs down there to open them, and in fact, this anchor tab right here just got caught right there. Probably won't happen very often. But here's those big beefy zippers right here, Big beefy handle. And you can put those wherever you want. Like you may want to have everything over here because that's where this is closed. But you've got these Predator dreadlock zip pulls, If you leave the sternum strap on, I'm planning on taking it off because I really don't need it. With the fatness of these, I kind of just like having no dangle. If you leave them on, you're going to notice that they clip together on their own. You'll be lifting up the bag often, and this will have clipped together, and it's fairly easy to get off. It's a magnetic little number. But as I have quite a dense, heavy little pack, and it can get a lot heavier, I have almost nothing in that main compartment, I'm noticing the wideness of these straps and how it's distributing the weight quite well. It is. I don't think that there's a way to get a hip strap on here. I wouldn't want one regularly, like in everyday life. You just need to know how actually simple this bag is to move around with. You basically just got these dangles right here at the bottom of the straps, which is not bad. Everything feels really clean and smooth. All right, so that is the Air City Pack Pro. Solid, I don't know how many liters this thing is. They'll show on their website. It feels like a 23-liter bag or something to me. I like the pocketing. I like the external access. They made some great decisions there. I like the capacity. Just a little bit bigger than like is ideal for me, which I like because then I'll be able to fit something that's a little bit bigger than normal. Solid materials, solid design and execution. Air did a great job here. That's it. That's it. Solid everyday carry bag. I have such a big collection of solid everyday carry bags. There are so many solid everyday carry bags. And there's nothing quite like when you live every day with products that are actually very good, you know? So I think I'm committing right now to let's do a video on my favorite solid everyday carry bags. If you need a list of those, you can go to matterful.co. That's where I list all my favorite products, ones that where you can find all the reviews, and they're normally kind of ordered roughly in terms of significance to me. So check out matterful.co. Other than that, we're going to end it there. We're going to end it there. Wherever you're at, whatever's going on, whatever you're carrying, blessings on your journey. Bye.